here, my baby boy?
I got.
Oh, you want me to do that? Okay. Well, look, guys. I'm sorry I lost that. But I'll talk to you again soon. Sorry about that. The system killed me. Oh, hey, Tommy. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, that threw me, getting thrown off. And of course, now Alexander wants my time and attention. I will maybe listen back to what I've said, or just look at the comments and see how I can build on what I said. It's all meant in love, and a way of getting away from shouting at people and just being undivided once more. I think that's the thing we're here for. And eventually we return to the light. So treat each other nicely and treat your nature nicely. From the weeds to the feeds and those that eat them. Oh, is that Nicholas? Nicholas, I'm so sorry I haven't called you, my friend. I will call you and tell you I've been kind of busy and going through my own tumult. Yeah, you don't get to think these things. You don't get to want to be beyond some of the stuff that we've been getting involved in, Love the knowledge and, fascinated by my true history, your true history, fascinated by that. But do I want to be divided? Do I want to be tearing myself out of myself for it? No. I want to live a more still life, a more in tune with myself and my surroundings life. So I'm obviously going through my own travails because I didn't win the lottery, and I didn't win the golden ticket to say, well, here's an island for you and a whole lot of crops. We have to go through the journeys we have to go through, each of us individually, and there's no one size fits all on this ship. But I know that this is why it's sometimes easy to see who's actually having to go through this journey and who's not. Because there's people who for them at this time they just want to stay in the shop that they become expert at, and there's no judgment of that. Actually, there's no judgment of that at all.
No, because
It's their path, and I guess for this to work, for us to be able to navigate the yellow brick road, we need people, purveyors of perversion, or shopkeepers of secrets. We need for them to do their work. Have you ever thought? I know the stream broke from earlier on, so I was talking about the yellow brick road, the story of Dorothy and Wizard of Oz, and how paramount it is that we have this experience here, that we go through the various challenges that have been set out. But just like the play, or just like the running the gauntlet on that TV show I used to watch, where all burly, muscly men try and pound skinnier men. You need to get to the other side and have won the challenge. You actually need those 5 burly men trying to beat you off the path. Poor choice of It's point you chose the words. I'm not getting into that. I'm not really wanting to get into that debate or discussion. It is what it is, and you can fence with them all day long. You can stand in that pit and argue with the burly 5 men, or you can see them, maybe come up against them if you need to, and move along. That's the thing. Anyway, I'm apparently, according to Eric Dubay, I'm a government spy. So I get to be everything. I get to be everything, I get to be the target of the police because I grow plants and allow my child to walk without shoes. And of course don't want to pay the taxes and the fees and the penalties, and don't want to take their toxic vaccines or toxic information or toxic control system or toxic water. I don't want these things. I am doing what I can to reject them. So they are obviously helping me to learn a whole lot, and in the same way as being identified by Eric Dubay as potentially a government spy. This only helps me to realize how important my message is. I stopped in the Eric Dubay shop for a little while, it's fair to say, and he is a brilliant host at the 200 proofs. I did say proofs, not poofs. I think it's fantastic. And of course I relish my role as, Bond, James Bond, Dave Bond, Trinity Bond, if you don't mind. Trinity 4 Bond. Have you seen Bond, the violinists? There's four English girls. I think they call themselves Bond. I think they're English. I might be mistaken about that. But they play the violin and the cello and the cello. Oh my Lord, so good. So good. A feast for the eyes, my friends. A feast for the eyes and the ears, of course. We are here to enjoy ourselves. We're here to have a good time. We're here to stop hurting one another and ourselves. It is, I know I'm on my second miniature coffee of the day, but I haven't, and to an extent, celebrated. I mean, try and get, coffee that's been loved, if you can, and not, but celebrate it, enjoy it, not fear it, and because it's in that fear, like this old lady, Shirley, who knocks on the door with increasing alacrity and regularity. She, has taken these little childhood fears, and she was, as I've said before, bombed directly in World War II, so she and I have that in common. I don't think I was in World War II, but the bombing, yes. Ooh, look, I need the sport. Yes, darling. With the train? Oh, okay. Well, I'm just going to say goodbye to my friends, okay? I'm just talking to my friends on the phone. Do you want to say hello to my friends? You can see. Can you say hello? Hello. You're welcome. Okay, I'll come with you now. Look, love chatting with you, and I've got more to come. This is where I've been working this stuff out myself. Okay. So have a super day, love and light and all that stuff. But, just ponder on what I said. I think it's really useful. Super.